Hey there guys, how's it going? So, this is a pretty important announcement for those playing in Belgium, however the ramifications of this could have some pretty significant consequences for those outside of Belgium as well. In compliance with the Belgium Gaming Commission's ruling, the sale of loot boxes is now illegal in any games sold in Belgium or obtained from a Belgium app store. This of course affects Kingdom Hearts Union Cross and other Square Enix titles like Dissidia Opera and Omnia for one, and Square's response to this has been to completely remove the game from the App Store and effectively shut the game down with a 30-day warning. Once that time elapses, if I'm reading the notice correctly, copies obtained from the Belgium App Store will receive an update, which effectively prevents that app from ever working again. And if I had to guess, opening the app from that point onwards would effectively bring up a screen similar to like the maintenance screen that we have right now in our version, basically thanking for that players for playing the game and telling them that it's no longer available in that region. This is just simply appalling. Like, that's the best response that Square could come up with, was to shut the game down entirely. It's like they've said, well, if we can't have our precious microtransactions, then you can't have the game at all. Like other titles, such as the highest grossing title in the App Store, Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle, have also had to comply with this ruling, and in that case, their solution was that players could of course still play the game and earn the in-game currency the way that we can, you know, occasionally earn jewels in our version of the game, but they can no longer buy any microtransactions from the shop of their, you know, their currency, which is the Dragon Stones, or any other in-game packs. Perhaps the market is far smaller in Belgium for Square Enix's games, but the response by saying you have 30 days before your account is effectively frozen is extremely disappointing. Imagine playing this game for 3 years only to be told you have 30 days before it's completely gone. I imagine there will be workarounds to this, such as setting your app store to a different region and then re-downloading the game potentially and transferring your account over, but that's only guesswork on my behalf. And then you probably have to play through a VPN the entire time, I don't know. In any case, it isn't definitely not a pleasant solution. I understand that one day we will all have to face this, as Union Cross is a live service game, and as such the day the developers decide to turn the service off is the day we'll all lose our characters, we'll all lose our accounts, and all the time, money and effort that we've all spent on this game is truly gone for good. But for players to be told they only have 30 days to keep playing is a pretty low blow, especially with Kingdom Hearts 3 being so close to release now, 84 days I think. If you were curious as to why this is happening, plenty of industry commentators have been, you know, documenting this for years. The release of Star Wars Battlefront 2, a game that should have been a true sequel to the original Star Wars Battlefront games of the PS2 era, the PS2 Xbox era, or at least should have been a second chance from the admittedly visually stunning but terribly executed Battlefront in 2015, was a microtransaction infested mess, released to an extremely pissed off gaming community and Star Wars community, both of whom who are very vocal online. So vocal, in fact, that bad press began to reach outside outlets who would never even otherwise consider touching a gaming story, and the line of EA is trying to push gambling onto your kids became a very easy one to sell. People such as Jim Sterling have been saying for years that if the gaming industry didn't self-regulate itself better, and rein in the ridiculous greed that it was displaying, then eventually the law was going to get involved. And get involved it now has. Despite EA's protests, games featuring loot boxes are now banned in Belgium, and many other countries are trying to introduce similar laws, including my own Australia. I'll leave a link to the Belgium Gaming Commission's official report in the description. I highly recommend anyone that is curious take a look through it, it's really a fascinating read. I am fearful, as a long-time Kingdom Hearts fan, and both a player and content creator for Kingdom Hearts Union Cross, that one day this game might just go away. As much as I agree honestly with the ruling, I think the practice of selling insanely overpriced microtransactions in games has been out of control for far too long, and it was only a matter of time before the law stepped in. It would be my hope that Kingdom Hearts Union Cross could weather this storm and, you know, still exist in its current form. However, I feel that the game is fundamentally geared around just going to the shop over and over again, and to remove the gambling aspects from it would be unfortunately to remove too much of the game for there to be anything left. I do feel that anyone has the right to spend their money however they want, but I've just watched so many people spend hundreds if not thousands of real dollars trying to buy jewel packs to try and chase after medals, and for what? Medals are often outclassed months, if not sooner, after their initial release. And, you know, as good as Key Art 19, Sephiroth are right now, no medal lasts forever, and unfortunately, you know, as much money is being spent right now, effectively being gambled, like that's even if you get the medal at all. I've watched people extremely recently spend stacks on Sephiroth and just didn't get them, or on Key Art 19 and just didn't get them, and it's like, man, this could not continue forever, you know? It just can't, especially because this game is so clearly geared, well, at least from the art style, you could say that the game is geared towards kids. It's like, gotta rein it in. I'll admit, I was very curious about how I thought this might end up playing out in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. I thought because a lot of our banners in Kingdom Hearts Union Cross had the Mercy element behind them, where even though you could do a bunch of pulls on the Nominate banner, for example, and on the first, second, third, and fourth pull you weren't guaranteed to get it, and therefore that could technically qualify as gambling, you were definitely guaranteed to get it by the 5th, so an argument could be made that Nominate cost 15,000 jewels, it effectively did have a set price. You could get it earlier, but one copy of Nominate had a set price. So if that was going to happen, potentially we'd see a lot less Mercy banners, sorry, a lot less non-Mercy banners, and a lot more banners with a Mercy, and albeit that Mercy might have ended up climbing quite a lot higher, but again, the ruling has just apparently been, nah, forget all that, we're just going to remove it from countries where gambling is illegal, so yeah, shit. I know that this game still has a ton of story left to reveal. If I had to guess, I would assume they want to keep the game running for at least a few more years. I assume they want to get people funneled directly from Kingdom Hearts 3 into Union Cross to give them, you know, regular Kingdom Hearts content updates and regular source of income to Square without having to constantly rely on a new release of Kingdom Hearts, what, once a year at best? I really hope this game has a long life. I just want to be around to experience it, so yeah. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I really want to apologize to all those in Belgium affected. Like, I can't imagine if that was going to happen in Australia, so I really, you know, a big F in the chat for all those in Belgium affected. No, seriously, that's really awful. If you are affected and do plan to continue playing, do let me know. I would love to hear if you do plan to continuing through, again, downloading a foreign APK or playing through a VPN or something, I don't know. But if, I'll do some research, maybe figure out how we can get you to still keep playing if you do want to do that. If you're affected, let me know, and I guess we'll see what we can do. And also let me know if this just marks the end of your Kingdom Hearts Union Cross career, like you're fed up with Square and you've said, alright, well if they're not going to support me, then we're not going to support you. So anyway guys, let me know your thoughts. I'll catch you later. All the best everyone. Thank you. Bye.